This brother is one of the guy who takes some really, he's telling some really interesting things. I mean, when I go to his page, I always pause for a bit, listening, getting inspiration, and continue. Let's hear this. One, it's on my TikTok. You can follow me on TikTok anyway.
If you want to change your life, what you need is clarity. The first thing is that you need to know what you want. Make it clear, specific, and big. The second thing is that you need to figure out what you're willing to give up in order to get it. Remember, nothing is free, and commitment always requires sacrifice. And lastly, you need to remind.
Clarity, man. Clarity. How do we get clarity? If you want to achieve something, you need clarity. This is what he said. So let's take it to the Bible and philosophy. Yeah, Bible and philosophy. Yeah, that will do. That's like philosophy and religion, right? Um, Moses came before Jesus, and Jesus came after Moses. So, and Moses came to do the same thing as Jesus was sent to do, right? And when Moses freed the Israelites from Egypt, God gave him a mission uh, to go and take them to Promised Land, which is apparently it's Canaan, something like that. And he had to perform miracles through God, not through himself, because after free the Israelites from Egypt, from Pharaoh, and then he asked God, "What's next?" And then God said that, "Okay, take your um how do you call that thing? Your baton, and then hit it to the water, and then you're gonna find a way from the sea. Like, what's the sea? Mediterranean Sea or Suez Canal? Something like that. I don't know. You can tell me in the comment below." And he did that, and then the miracle happened, and then they found a way to go to escape because at that time it's just like crossing the border uh, from Egypt to Israel, right? Which is now Palestine, right? So when he got there, what did the people do? The people said that no, this is not really where God promised us because look at this place. It's horrible. There is nothing. Blah blah blah. So many story and up and down and stuff like that. That's was the number one thing God didn't like about those people. Like they always complaining. If you are the type of person that you always venting, complaining, God doesn't like that thing. And if you want to achieve something, the moment you're just complaining, it tells your subconscious mind that something is wrong. And your subconscious mind, what it's gonna do is gonna communicate with the higher level and say something is wrong. I mean, like nothing is right. You know, that's a mistake number one you do when you're trying to achieve something, right? This is like a philosophical, psychological, and also religious, proven that it does exist, right? Okay, so when they got there, they started to do whatever because they saw that what God has promised them, there is nothing, like literally nothing. Like we can do whatever we want to do, like because there is actually nothing that these people promised us. They started to commit adultery, like idolatry, all those kind of things, right? And then what did Moses did? Because he wanted clarity. So here we're talking about clarity, right? He wanted clarity. And then he went on and prayed. So if you want clarity in your life, tell me, do you pray, first of all? Say yes in the comment if you do pray. Do you pray? Right? There is two types of prayer. I always say this. There is communion and there is meditation, right? Meditation is like when you're trying to like absorb, like when you're trying to listen to yourself, right? You listen to like what do you need, like you're reminiscing things, like you put back your memory, you put every situation in exercise, like you literally like zooming, like reversing everything and see like what's going on exactly, like you introspecting yourself, like you asking yourself so many things, you trying to meditate, like you're trying to feel the universe by yourself, right? And then there is a communion with God, like when you analyze everything about yourself and then you go to God, you're trying to be in communion with God. You're trying to pray so your prayer can go up, right? So that's what Moses did, because he did not understand, like, God, you just brought me all over from Egypt. I was a son of a king. You made me escape and promised give me some task, some duty to come and liberate, free these people. Now these people, look at what they've done now. Like they're doing something, some horrible thing, like stuff, blah blah blah, up and down, things like that, right? And I don't understand this. What should I do, God? He went on, but before he went on and asking God for that, he meditated, right? Because he wanted clarity. He meditated. And I'm telling you this because I'm not just like preaching the things that I don't do. No, I do, right? And I'm telling you, you're going to see the result after this, because it has happened. And I'll prove you wrong. So when he did that, he went on, and then God told him, like, if you wanted me to answer you, you need to sacrifice for me, right? And then what happened? Moses fasted for 40 days. Jesus is not only the person who fasted for 40 days. The Bible, some priests, some pastors, they don't teach people this in churches, but Moses started to fast for 40 days. This is why in Islam, it's mandatory for the Ramadan, people have to fast. It's not really mandatory in Christianity, but I think it should have been mandatory. So many Christians, when you're asking them, you're telling them about fasting, they don't. They don't want to. They can go 3 days and stuff like that, but it's really rare, and only few Christians can go over 4 months. 30 days, 40 days. I know some people do. Some exceptional people, they do that, right? And then Moses fasted for 40 days. After fasting for 40 days, what's happened? Look at guys. He saw something clear. God sent him the 10 commandments. That's it. God sent him the 10 commandments. And then, therefore, we started to apply the 10 commandments, right? He saw clarity. You want to see clarity? You want to see something clear? Sacrifice something for God, bro. He's going to help you out. Fast. Fast. Bow down and see what's going to happen to your life. You're going to see change. I'm telling you this because I've done it. I've done it. You let me know in the comment below. This is exactly why I like to see this brother, because he's very, very inspirational.
Yourself daily, the goals, the sacrifice, and why it's worth it.
Exactly.
Look, true change comes from the following: clarity, sacrifice, and constant action.
That's it. True change comes from sacrifice. If you can't starve yourself for one day, for 18 hours or 12 hours, it's gonna come, but some other things are spiritual. Me, I always say life is spiritual in general. Life is spiritual in general. It is. Like, we have eyes but we don't see. We have ears but we don't hear. Um we have nose but we can't smell things. Life is spiritual. Yeah, man.
With these three and Allah's help, the future you want is closer than you think. If you want to change
It is. It just that's like that, man. Like it is like that. It is like that. Please, guys, if you're watching this, if you like the video, you can challenge yourself fasting one day. Like you start slowly. You can take from 6 to 12. That's like 6 hours. You eat something, and then from 12 to like 6 evening, you just drink water and continue. I mean, it's all about training. That's it. If you watch this, please, I like this video so much. Hit the button, subscribe, and don't forget to like this video, guys, because when you like the video, you, I mean, it's like you elevate me. It's like you lift me up. And what do we do in a community? We have to build a community of lifting each other up, right? Zig Ziglar once said, "You can only get what you want if you can only give them what they want. You can't get things if you don't give things, right? It's in the Bible. All right. Ciao."